Hey people, we're back. Vintage Audio Nagoya. It's Mark, your host, for another episode of Stack of Goodness. Look at this stack. My God. Check this out. Check. Check. Never stops. All right, we're going to come back. I'll show you what this is all about, and show you the rest of these here in just a minute. You ready? Okay, people, we're going to start out with the Guyatone DE20 Digital Echo Low Distortion, straight out of the 80s. Look at those LEDs. Dancing LEDs. Wonderful. So here's what happens. We've got our choice of milliseconds here along the this range area here, and 600 will go max here. Check here, check here, check here, check here, check here, check here. Now this is kind of a unique thing. This is your fine adjustment. So if you go to 120, for example, and then you can go up to 160 or back down to 80 by doing your fine adjustments. You can dial this thing in exactly where you want it. This is our input, and this is our echo volume. Repeat. Check. Now we've got a couple of options here: high-low output, and our regulation foot switch, and then this hold switch, which is really interesting. That's what I clicked on in the beginning here, but check this out. That's my guitar cable. Sorry about that. Here we go. Check. That's normal. Now we can throw more repeats on there. Check. Or just to demonstrate this pedal, check. We got one repeat. All right. Check. So wherever you hit that pedal, it'll repeat whatever you're doing there. Check. It'll just keep doing that indefinitely. And the microphone still operates, but it doesn't have any effect on it. It just repeats whatever you've just done until you hit it again, and then it fades out. It's incredible. So that's what you get. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these just because I'm going to try to knock out a bunch in the same video demo here, but here's our choices of our digital repeats. Whoops, I got my foot switch on. We got mic volume, 2 of those, 2 mic inputs, instrument volume, the amount of echo, the amount of repeats you want, and then the 2 choices here with your foot switch. And then on the back, we've got RCA ins and outs, and then we can go an input in the rear, or you can go direct to a PA, which would allow you to run this on all these channels if you did it that way. I just did it simply because I'm going to keep switching in and out here. So that's it. Guyatone Digital Echo DE20. I looked at the stamps inside. I opened it up and cleaned the pots on. I looked at the stamps inside, and it appears to be made in 1982. If I translated the Japanese over correctly. Okay, we're back with this Guyatone Flip tube amp simulator, and this is running a 12AX7 Savtech Soviet-made tube in it, and it's warmed up and ready to rip. It takes just a second to get going. I'm going to play it. This is the guitar here. I'm going direct in the PA. These are about set the same. Give you an idea what this guitar sounds like going straight into the PA. That's nothing. So now let's bring this out and throw her in the old flip here. And let's put these about the middle. Very little gain here. Let's turn that gain all the way down once. Alright, we'll slowly bring the gain up. Alright, I gotta turn this down a little bit for the neighbor's sake. The feet on this are really good, but there's a pretty good sized handle on the top of this, so it's not sitting level because of that handle. Alright, let's crank some gain up here. Give you an idea about those. Here's the sweet spot for me, I think. I wish I had a pick. I don't have a pick down here at the moment. Oops. Really need a pick, folks. Okay, you get the idea. We're getting kind of long here, actually. But we've got a headphone jack here. The back side, we've got RCA ins and outs, which are nice if you're doing some direct recording. And return and send, which would allow us to go right direct into this PA and put that effect on every channel that we wanted to. But there it is. You get the idea. Cabinet's in real good shape. It's got a lot of variation there. I wish I had a pick. I could give you a little bit better feel for it. But excuses, excuses. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up, we got the EM808D Guyatone tape echo. Now this runs an 8-track tape in the back here. We'll flip it around real quick. 8-track tape in the back. And this one is a brand new karaoke tape that I made for it, and that's a photocopied label of a vintage tape. The tape is obviously vintage, but the label is a photocopy that I've made stuck on here. But it's a brand new tape. I took it out of the plastic sealed package. There's a fuse on the back, and nice handle. Tolex is in good shape. And let's click this on. Check. Check. There we go. So there's our foot switch and on off. And this is the guitar. you've got 2 inputs, and you can choose between mic or line depending on which one you want. Let's go over to the mic and check. Here's our echo volume. Check. And let's start from scratch here. Check. Gives you an idea of the echo volume. Now here's our repeats. Check. 6 9. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. Check. All right, 12 o'clock. Check. And here's our speed. Check. Awesome. So it's all happening with that 8-track tape in the back. I'll give you a little side shot here. As I said, Tolex is in good shape. Look at the pictures. It's getting along. We're going to keep moving. Okay, here we are, the last one in the line. It's the Kastam, or Custom. Japanese pronounce it as Kastam and spell it as Kastam. I think they could go to a dictionary, but that's not what we're here for. Anyway, it's the Echo Chamber SS-102, and this thing's in really good shape. This is nothing. The echo's not on at the moment, obviously. 2 inputs. You can choose between mic or line level on either one of those. Let's hit the foot switch. Check. Here's our speed control. Check. And this is the amount of repeats. So I'll turn it all the way down. Check. Now here it's almost a single echo. And then you can turn that speed up. Real slap back echo. And turn that speed back down, and turn up these repeats a little bit. Check. Got a little dust in that pot. I think we moved that around and I cleaned it when I first got it. But anyway, check. So you can see it'll oscillate. Check. Right out. So I think we got to get in there and clean those pots a little bit more. Just move them around back and forth a few times. They tend to loosen up. Okay, let's take a look at the Tolex. Really good shape. There's like a little bit of a ding or something here. You can see that in the shadow, it doesn't really, you don't feel it as much, but you can see it in the shadow. The noise is from my guitar here. Got a spare belt. Comes with it. I just taped it to the cord here, but that's a spare belt. And RCA ins and outs on the back. It does sit flush typically, but this is a really high handle on this thing, so same issue we had before on the other one. Here's the original 8-track tape for it in really good condition. And I think that's about it. Kastam, I really like these things for the size, and you know, you get a lot of control out of them. This side looks like somebody screwed something into it. There's 3 little pinholes here where something's been screwed in apparently. But anyway, real good condition, works great, and looks and sounds wonderful. The Kastam SS-102. You've heard me say it before, but I think when you run them all through these units, one of these PAs, I think everything's better, because now we can throw reverb on this and add reverb to your echo, and you're basically turning one of these things into an RE201 space echo, because you've got the reverb now. You can adjust the amount of reverb that you want on each channel independently. So you've got the reverb, you've got the echo. I really love these things. I think they're just way overlooked, these old Rolands. They got such a wonderful spring reverb take. It's the same spring reverb that came in the Roland 201s. They're made in Milton, Wisconsin, and it says on the tag, by beautiful girls in Milton, Wisconsin, under controlled atmospheric conditions. Not atmospheric, just atmosphere. Anyway, rambling, but love these VX55s. I think they're just wonderful. So if you think you can use one of those, check them out on the page. Otherwise, thanks for checking them out. Kastam.